Good morning.
Today started off like any other morning. I woke up. Since getting back from Europe, I've been waking up at 5 a.m. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with my life. The only thing that stayed consistent in my life is my crippling caffeine addiction, which I've had since 6th grade. I spent months in Europe trying to discover myself, but when I got home, I discovered that the only discovery I discovered about myself was that without a sense of purpose, I really just feel quite aimless. Not really sure where life is going. So I have to discover and figure out what life looks like back home. But even though I may not know what I'm doing, at least I know that this is my mug. Like, this is my mug. It's my mug. Please, like, nobody else drink. This is my mug. It's Now that I'm back from Europe, I really need to find some consistency that goes beyond just caffeine addiction or staring at a wall. Decided to not go to college, so I need to figure out a place to work and a place to live. When you're growing up, people always tell you you can be whatever and whoever you want to be. And now that I'm growing up, I don't really have motivation to be anything. For my trip, I was an intern for a small company called Churchfront that would repair the front of churches. It has now shifted into more of a training for worship leaders, and I figured, hey, I should talk to my old boss. He's the only place I can turn to. I thought to myself, I really should try to get my old job back.
I think I'm gonna go try to get my old job back.
So I went to get my old job back.
Bro, I have a question for you. Can I have my old job back?
Your old job?
Yeah.
What was the old job?
Like, remember when I was like the intern?
Oh, so I pay you nothing?
Jake grew up in Vermont, where he was raised by wolves who used beans as currency, so he does not really understand that you have to pay people for services done. While this idea did seem enticing to not make any money, I needed something a little bit better.
Bro, I got something better for you.
Really?
I'm gonna hire you as the official Chief Creative Officer
No.
of Churchfront.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
C-level?
I even have an office ready for you right there.
Wait, really? Dude, all my stuff is in. Dude,
Lights.
why is my guitar's in here?
Yeah.
Did you set this up for me?
I prepared the way for you, bro.
I had totally forgotten that I've been working with Jake for the past month. Seems that the stress of being a C-level executive has really gotten to my head. Now that I remember that I do have a job, the next step is to find a place to live.
How's it going?
Dude, what are we doing tonight?
What are we doing tonight? We're gonna heckin'
Yeah, heck, family content.
Yeah.
Meet Tyler, one of my prospective room partners. We've known each other for about 7 years, and while he was busy laughing at his own joke here, he forgot to mention that we were getting together to talk about moving in together. I'm a little bit worried because he wears his hoodies without a shirt on underneath. Is this going to be a good fit?
They're nice.
Speaking of nice, meet Derek, who is cuter than all 3 of the 3 blind mice. I'm not too worried about moving in with him, but all the money he has gotten in the past 6 months has been from selling feet pics to random men online.
Take a photo, I didn't know you were recording.
That's some dangerous, y'all. Can I make it like a large ocean water?
Yeah, you can.
Sweet.
Light big, and the bigger the better for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Take it easy, fellas.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
Before talking apartments, we needed sustenance, so we headed over to Sonic, only for this man to insinuate that we were all gay for one another. Unrelated news, we are hoping to find an apartment that has a really big closet.
Aaron wasn't here.
Oh.
So does that just mean it doesn't work when Aaron's here?
Aaron, Hannah.
What's up, boys? We're just out here making some stuff happen, honestly.
Meet Aaron Hannum, a wannabe music producer who is not included on the list of prospective room partners. Whenever he's around, it's truly impossible to make a plan and people get very uncomfortable. But he's very wealthy, so we still hang out with him.
Yeah, we should grill tonight. Yo, is it perfect?
Not the lake.
Aaron owns a private lake, and we were hoping he would go by himself so that we could get some damn peace and quiet to talk about apartments without him. But sadly, we had no such luck.
Oh, nice, dude, nice.
Josh, you can't do that. You can't do that, Josh.
The other person I'd like you to meet is Josh Haycoop, who has a serious habit of doing things he's not supposed to be doing. Seriously, Josh, you can't do that.
Bro, what's happening? Bro.
Josh, you can't do that. Josh, oh my God. Josh. You can't do that, Josh.
Air Bear.
What up, fellas?
Dude, Tyler, the camera's about to die. Do you have any last words?
Rest in pieces. Fly to the leases.
This is the only thought that Tyler contributed the whole night. He had been thinking about it for hours, and I'm glad he finally said it. It was very inspiring. Thank you, Tyler. It's probably because Aaron was around. It's hard to think when he's around. Sadly, we didn't get to talk much about apartments, so I'm hoping in the morning we get to talk a little more about our living situation.
Morning, bro.
I know that it looks like Tyler just crawled out starving from the dungeon of his kidnapper, and that's because he did. The kidnapper is himself. This might be a red flag for moving in together.
How's it going? Oh, thanks, man.
Tim, how are ya?
Wonderful. What do you think about us moving in together?
Oh, she's all camera shy now.
I was really hoping that Kim would be on board with our moving situation, but this conversation did not seem to be very promising. So without Kim's blessing, we headed over to our first apartment tour with a lot of anxiety in our hearts. It wasn't looking good for this first apartment.
It's time, bro.
Let's go.
Despite all of the encouraging let's goes from cute Derek, it didn't go well.
Is there anything that you don't like about the place?
The price.
Price, yeah.
Price. All right, boys. So first apartment, check. Derek, what are you thinking, man?
Checks my boxes.
Does it?
Really,
Which boxes?
gets me going. No square.
I'm really starting to question my decision to move in with these guys.
You know what? I quit.
Aaron showed up late, and he's literally so retarded he did not realize that he didn't work there. He thought that he was our server, but really he is just our dumb friend.
How late am I?
But also, what's weird with my camera?
Like, that's pretty bright.
Hey, turn around.
I'm moving out. We're adults now.
Oh, that's something I need to tell you guys.
I tried to call the manager to try to get Aaron forcibly removed from the restaurant for being a children, but sadly they already had too many children in their storehouse and couldn't take him away.
Oh, what's up again, guys? We're just really depressed, honestly.
Okay, when I say the word esophagus, what's the first thing you think of?
Asparagus.
Trickly water leaves.
I think of peeing. Trick or treat.
Okay, Halloween.
Kids. Little kids.
Bella.
Bella?
Yeah.
Bella.
Lastly, meet Bella, the girl that Aaron constantly thinks about all the time. Clearly, she is just as in love with him as he is with her. It is a little bit suspicious, however, considering how closely she resembles his sister.
Isn't your sister and your girlfriend,
Not girlfriend.
well, isn't your sister and the girl that you're talking to, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's legal.
Don't they look really similar?
You know what?
Fencing outfits,
Olympics.
sparkly glitter dress.
My uncle.
That was enough of that game. Clearly, Aaron has a lot of unresolved family issues.
Really nice shaky cam.
So what do you guys do?
None of us knew what to say, considering I had just gotten my forgotten job back and that Derek sells feet pics on the internet to strangers. The apartment search was clearly going very well.
My battery died earlier, so it's kind of awkward.
Batter? I hardly know.
I literally cannot believe I'm considering moving in with this guy.
Tyler, real quick.
Yeah. What
happened today?
What happened today? We threw in some applications. Ashton was just about to Venmo me $66.
Shoot. Yeah, I forgot.
Close.
You're really considering leaving me out?
I mean, not like considering it, more just like going through the motions of it.
It seems like Tyler is having the same worries about moving in with me as I am with him. It really does seem like this is the perfect start to a perfectly healthy living situation. In all honesty, I'm not really sure what the next few months are going to look like. Coming back from Europe and trying to adjust to normal life has been ridiculously hard, and there's a lot of change coming up, but I guess the moral of the story is that I'm excited to step into this next chapter of life with some of my best friends. And I need to learn how to put my damn seatbelt on so my car stops beeping.
What's up, guys? Just finished editing this video. If you liked it, leave a like, depending on how much you liked it. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more of our
I'm on that side.
Our content.
Yeah.